よいしょ、よいしょ。みんな、始まるよ。わあ、マイメル、何勝手に始めてんのさ。そんじゃ、気を取り直して。ライライ。イェイ。せーの。
Hello everyone, my name is Aiman Rahmawati. I'm from next class, and today in this video I will explain about what the differences between freedom of speech versus hate speech. Let's begin. So everyone, can you imagine a world where every person can speak freely, where no one is silenced, no opinion is punished, and every voice has a place? That world exists, at least in principle. It's the foundation of democratic societies, protected in Constitution, declared in human rights document, and championed by activists and thinkers alike. It is called freedom of speech. But while this right is essential, it is not without controversy. What happens when free speech is used to spread hate, incite violence, or strip others of their dignity? Is there a line between expressing opinions and inflicting harm? Today, we explore the complex and often uncomfortable space between freedom and responsibility. Freedom of speech is more than a legal concept. It's a symbol of liberations. It allows the powerless to challenge the powerful. It lets artists create, journalists investigate, and citizens protest. Throughout history, freedom of speech has driven revolution, toppled tyrannies, and given rise to social progress. Without freedom of speech, we risk living in silence, in fear, in submission to unchecked authority. It is the tool that turns thought into action, criticism into reform, and ideas into change. But as powerful as this freedom is, it can also be dangerous. Words are not neutral. They shape thought, influence behavior, and carry emotional and social weight. In the wrong hands, speech becomes a weapon. Hate speech is a prime example. It's not just offensive or unpopular speech. It is speech that targets people based on race, religion, gender, sexuality, disability, or nationality, aiming to demean, dehumanize, or incite hostility. It creates division, fear, and sometimes real-world violence. History shows us where unchecked hate speech can lead from the Holocaust to the Rwandan genocide to recent mass shooting inspired by online radicalization. So, where do we draw the line? Some argue that any restriction on speech is a slippery slope towards censorship and tyranny. They ask, who decide what is hate speech and what is just an unpopular opinion? After all, some ideas once considered dangerous or radical eventually led to progress, but others counter that protecting hate speech in the name of freedom ignores the real harm it causes. Free speech should uplift voices, not silence them through fear. A society that allows hate speech in public discourse and sends a message to marginalized communities that their safety, dignity, and humanity are negotiable. This conflict isn't just philosophical, it plays out in real life every day. On social media, where algorithms amplify outrage, in universities, where debates over campus speech rage on, in politics, where leaders' work can unite or divide nations, in comedy, journalism, protest, and pop culture, the tension between freedom and harm is always present. And laws vary widely. Some countries like the United States of America protect even the most hateful speech under the First Amendment. Others like Germany or Canada have laws that criminalize certain forms of hate speech. What we must understand is this freedom of speech and responsibility are not enemies. They are partners. Freedom without responsibility can become chaos. Responsibility without freedom becomes repressions. A healthy society doesn't just allow speech, it cultivates dialogue. It teaches people not just what they can say, but how and why they say it. It values truth over misinformation, empathy over cruelty, and understanding over division. So, what should we do? First, we must educate, especially the young, about the power of language. teach critical thinking, media literacy, and ethical communication. Second, we must challenge hate not with silence or censorship alone, but with better speech, truthful, compassionate, courage speech. And the last one is we must create spaces online and offline where people can express themselves without fear but also without harming others. Ultimately, the answer to hate is not less freedom but more conscience. Not fewer words but better ones. As we exercise our right to speak, let us remember the responsibility that comes with it. Let us speak not just to be heard but to be understood and to understand. Let our speech reflect not just our opinions but our values. So, freedom of speech is alright, but like all rights, it comes with choice. We will use to divide or to connect, to harm or to heal. That choice every time we speak is ours to make. So that's all for my explanation in this video, and see you again in the next video. Thank you for watching.
クロミちゃんの黒かっこいいね。ま、ピンクもなかなかいいじゃん。違っても認め合えるメロクラ